Guys, the next revolt sort of rework I want to look at is the Canada revolt. Now, it's not too much different, but there is just a few things about it that I find quite cool. So let me, as I've done with the other ones, let me just set this up real quick with a church, a few houses, a barracks, and a stable. And let's just age up here. Drop that. Okay, so I think if I was gonna go Canada in a free-for-all or 2v2v2 or whatever, this is what I've gone for before, is you definitely want your native upgrades, which I accidentally don't have that one in my deck. Oh, I did! Oh, that's bugged. Yeah, that's bugged. You're supposed to have your 2 native upgrades here, but it is bugged right now, where, just like the Dominions one, it will disappear. But you want your native upgrades, your musketeer upgrades, and I don't think the cav upgrades are necessary, but you definitely want native warriors for cheaper ones. And basically what this combo will be a infantry cannon combo, using your musketeers and your natives and all that. And obviously try to get all your eco cards, advanced arsenal. So let's just get into this real quick here, and I'll show you why I like this revolt. So Canada is your settlers gain a powerful range attack instead of becoming revolutionaries. So as you can see, we still have our CDBs. They're now called, I don't know how to say this, Metis Voyagers. But they have very high range attack and all that, and that's quite cool. But it's a fairly similar deck. There's just a couple of new things here. Number one is the Black Watch. This was already part of the deck of the when you revolted. This was already a shipment, is Infinite 14 Black Watch, but now due to the changes to Black Watch, not only do they look amazing, which is awesome, but they also will regenerate health, and they got that 1 extra range. And actually France has a lot of cards for these guys, so they actually get quite good here. Obviously you can get your 3 native Travois and build all these natives, which is why this revolt is so powerful. None of these cost pop. You can get out just a huge number of units here, which is, I mean, look at that. Literally like 50 units, no pop, which is just crazy good. And once the update actually fully comes out, they will be better, because you'll be able to get your 2 different, I forget what they're called, your two native upgrades. There's also uniquely this new card here, which is when you gather resources, like natural resources, you'll get some coins. So if you hunt animals, you'll get some coin, and that works out because you have like infinite elk and things like that. One nerf to this revolt is that Honcho the pet grizzly bear now costs pop, but he's still freaking amazing. Nothing counters him because he doesn't have any tags, so nothing counters him. It's 440 HP, 1 pop, 51 hand attack, absolute beast. Looks like you can only have, oh, that's just because unlike other revolts, you still have to build houses with this revolt, so that is what it is. The other new card here is the permanent active militia. So it sends 16 militiamen, and militiamen no longer lose hit points. So as you can see, it's just militiamen, doesn't lose hit points. Okay, and you can call out big groups of these, so you can amass quite an army and overpop a lot, which is pretty cool. And this other new card is the militia officer. Sends a Canadian militia officer who can improve the fighting spirits of villagers, militiamen, and native warriors. So you ship him, and he'll just boost the nearby attack and hit points. It looks like it's bugged because I don't see any boost to the native units, but it is correctly boosting the militiamen, and it should boost the villagers as well, but it seems to be bugged, not boosting the natives. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But the most new unique card is this card right here, the Fencibles. Musketeers are upgraded to Fencibles that are stronger, cheaper, and have higher range. So this is musketeer cost, food cost minus 10%, coin cost minus 10%, and its hit points minus 10%, and all actions minus 20%. Now the reason it says stronger, but then it takes away hit points and damage, is because it sets red codes to active. So you're getting 40% for redcoats, so it's just taking away the 10% and 20% to try to balance things out. But actually, sadly, I think they messed up the math a bit, because if I, when I tested it, it does appear that they messed up the math a bit, and actually sending this does make them slightly weaker, which is a disappointment. So you got 2 more range here, so 14 range, and they're slightly weaker, although they look pretty cool. So that is a bug. I believe it's a bug that they shouldn't be getting weaker if you send this card, but they are cheaper, so that's pretty cool. So you got these cheap 14 range musketeers. So overall, I like them. They definitely shouldn't be weaker after you send that card, but they are. I mean, it says upgrades to Fencibles that are stronger, cheaper, and have higher range, but they're weaker. I just don't understand. Oh well, we have the combat promotion because that's what France can get. So overall, quite cool. I like what they did with the revolt. Definitely have fixed this. Definitely have fixed the bug here. It's not boosting native warriors, but I like it. I think it's a viable thing to go this instead of age 5. I've done it before in a 2v2v2v2. If you've seen that, you'll know why it's good. It's just due to being able to get so many popless units, but I definitely like trying to do the Fencibles, but yeah, that's the only problem with it, is just that the Fencibles aren't correctly working. So overall, not bad. I like it, and I'll see you on the next revolt, which I think will be Haiti, the new Haiti revolt, which has some very cool things I want to show y'all. So I'll see y'all.